sharp, sharp noise. Sharp, sharp, sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Around from the past to what's next, we own the mic. Sharp noise keeps it hot. Every show, every night. Sharp noise in the zone, yeah, we turn it up loud. From GWE to your speakers, we're making you proud. Selena on the mix, keeping tempo tight. Every Tuesday we shine, yeah, we bring the light. Corner with the fire, Hollis got the flow. GV3 drops heat in case you didn't know. Talking title, dreams, flashbacks and scenes. From the bell to the hype, we break what it means. It's the good, the bad, the wild unseen. With the pulse of the ring behind every screen. Title holder, stand tall, we rise, we roar. Sharp noise on deck, always bringing more. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, sharp, sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Around from the past to what's next, we own the mic. Sharp noise keeps it hot. Every show, every night. Sharp noise in the zone, yeah, we turn it up loud. From GWE to your speakers, we're making you proud. Selena on the mix, keeping tempo tight. Every Tuesday we shine, yeah, we bring the light. Corner with the fire, Hollis got the flow. GV3 drops heat in case you didn't know. Talking title, dreams, flashbacks and scenes. From the bell to the hype, we break what it means. It's the good, the bad, the wild unseen. With the pulse of the ring behind every screen. Title holder, stand tall, we rise, we roar. Sharp noise on deck, always bringing more. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, sharp, sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Around from the past to what's next, we own the mic. Sharp noise keeps it hot. Every show, every night. Sharp noise in the zone, yeah, we turn it up loud. From GWE to your speakers, we're making you proud. Selena on the mix, keeping tempo tight. Every Tuesday we shine, yeah, we bring the light. Corner with the fire, Hollis got the flow. GV3 drops heat in case you didn't know. Talking title, dreams, flashbacks and scenes. From the bell to the hype, we break what it means. It's the good, the bad, the wild unseen. With the pulse of the ring behind every screen. Title holder, stand tall, we rise, we roar. Sharp noise on deck, always bringing more. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Sharp, sharp, sharp noise. Sharp, 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 sharp noise. Around from the past to what's next, we own the mic. Sharp noise keeps it hot. Every show, every night. Sharp noise in the zone, yeah, we turn it up loud. From GWE to your speakers, we're making you proud. Selena on the mix, keeping tempo tight. Every Tuesday we shine, yeah, we bring the light. Corner with the fire, Hollis got the flow. GV3 drops heat in case you didn't know. Talking title, dreams, flashbacks and scenes. From the bell to the hype, we break what it means. It's the good, the bad, the wild unseen. With the pulse of the ring behind every screen. Title holder, stand tall, we rise, we roar. Sharp noise on deck, always bringing more.
What's up, people? How y'all doing? How was the rest of your weekend? How y'all feeling? Hope y'all feeling good. Nice weather here in Florida. Did some home improvement over the weekend. What up, Legend, Jim, Bearded, Great One, Coldberg, Art. Who else we got in here? Pretty sure Famous was good. Travel. Glad you feeling. Oh yeah. What up, Tyra? Oh, I'm feeling way better. We knew what it was. Just had to get over it. Who there doing all that wrestling in the back? They're wrestling in the back. Not gonna say nothing, Bearded. Ken. I ain't gonna say nothing, Ken. You know who that is. You know who that is. Oh yeah, me too. It was more just being fatigued than anything else. Like having a temperature never bothered me, but me being fatigued. As soon as I got up and tried to do something, like 20 minutes later, I was done. It was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down, call it a night. And that was at 3 p.m. So how y'all good people been so far early on in this week? You know, working on home improvement. Got a wood paneling. I feel like that with a job wife and newborn. Oh, with a job wife and newborn. Dang. I don't know. I don't think I ever felt like that. That's crazy. My kids were my kids were very independent growing up. So all you had to do is just they're just steal a tablet and gone about their business. It's totally opposite now. Now they gotta be in my face. They want to talk to me. They want to ask me about theories of life and all that type of shit. So life is different when they get older. Do the math, Tug. That's 3 full-time jobs. If you base it off that, I got 4 full-time jobs. I had 4 full-time jobs. I had a wife, 2 daughters, and a job. I don't know about you, but my kids and wife kept me young. But do they cause stress at times? Of course they do.
Mr. One Upper.
What you say?
Mr. One Upper.
Don't DM it to me, Dre. You got to DM it to Step. I can't. You got to go to her Discord before I can download it. Nah, ain't no one up. You gonna get there. You'll get there. That's fact. I got energy when I need it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just energy when you need it. Like they make it worthwhile for what you do. And you know this. What up, Jose? They really are my purpose. You're so right. Yeah, I 100% agree. Without them, like when you really have a family and you really with the person you want to be with, like that's all that matters. Great one, right there. What you just said. Everything else is just icing on the cake. That's it. Everything else is just extra. Like It is what it is. What you laughing at?
Can you give me the mic for 2 seconds?
Yep, we achieved everything. Yep. Of course. That's a great one. That's why we get along. You understand the purpose of life. Just to be happy. All the other shit don't even matter. Shit. Everything else is minimal. Like, I don't get stressed. People get mad at work. They take their job home and be upset. I come home and do this and flick my daughter off. Like, that's what I do. Life is good. What up, Skills? And talk about movies with my oldest. Like, man, I can't complain. But what up, Step? I just had to be an electrician. What you do, Skills? What the hell did you do? Skills over here trying to be Tim the Tool-Man Taylor. She got me loving church, and I just got baptized last year. She pushed me to be better. Hold on, I'm gonna stop there. You know, I'm not saying I'm not a religious man, but I believe in a higher power in a different way. Fix the internet wiring. Oh, damn it. But that's good for you. I'm happy for you. As long as you happy and you feel you getting
better. When you say it like that, it sounds like you believe in like something weird.
No.
That's the way you said it that way, and I hear you saying it that way.
No, because I
know what you're saying, but it's like it sounded like you believe in some weird shit.
No, I know he when you get baptized, you believe in a specific religion. I believe all religions hold meaning. That's the difference. That's how I feel. I think there's truth in all of them. Yeah, that's it. There's truth in all of them. You just got to find your way, understand the different religion. Buddhism teaches you patience, which is good. You need patience. Am I wrong?
No.
Some.
I just wanted you to explain it better because when you said it, it sounded weird. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but why you say you don't need patience?
No, you do. I said yeah.
You said no.
Oh, wow. I was saying no, like, no, I need you to explain that because it sounded real weird when you said it.
She said,
that's all I'm saying. It sounded weird as shit. Like,
we know what you think. Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
Shut up, Tyler.
I believe there is a creator. I believe. Yeah, I believe all of it. But I think every religion has some truth in it, and I think to be open-hearted to different people and different beliefs, you gotta at least be able to take in something on what they're saying to be like, you know what, we all kind of view it the same. We just go about it in different ways. My wife needs all the patience with me, poor girl. I guess where the other two?
What Washington just said?
Who knows? He could have, but where's the other one? Oh yeah, I already got it. I already downloaded it. Oh, they want me and Ken to do the show by ourselves? Oh, this shit ain't gonna go good. This shit gonna go off the rail as soon as we say hello.
Is he getting in Discord or no?
Who, Ken? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he gonna jump in there when I tell him to. I just want.
I'm still here.
Yeah. Well, he's just waiting on number 3. He said, "I do it."
Are you getting in Discord?
Yeah. I've been. You been here and didn't say nothing? That is a first thing for everything. You get the new moves. Did you upload a new move set? I haven't really been in Discord to look at anything as far as the move set. Did you upload it as just strictly a move set? That's how I gotta get it. Just upload it strictly as a move set. Born over there icing his knees before the show. And then he uses some Epsom salt, soaking his feet in some turpentine. That's crazy, boy. I heard you over there using you icing them knees for Mabel. Oh, now he act like he don't hear me. Can you hear me?
Yep.
What the heck? What is with the delay?
Okay.
What's with the delay?
Responding to an illegal immigrant.
Whoa, bro. Like, hold on. Hold on.
My God.
Wow. Shit. I know. Wow. Okay, that's what we doing today? Okay. Shit. Let me get my notepad out. I think I just want to start the show now.
I don't know why y'all be trying to sit there and act like comebacks.
Yeah, don't.
Don't come
Tell
to me if
them.
I ain't in play.
This gonna be starting in June. SharpNoise is gonna be. We might start doing SharpNoise just for subscribers.
Okay.
SharpNoise gonna do what?
She'll talk about it later. Y'all ready to? Can you hear Ken? You know, I know you respond quicker, boy, and be texting Mabel and shit.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, see, these people on that's a quick response, my brother. Okay, cool, got you.
Y'all gotta start responding, man.
We starting. All right.
We ain't starting. I'm trying to make sure you hear me, and you delayed, so I'm thinking a delay going on.
Keep going, man. Come on here.
No, I'm good. Let's go.
All right. So y'all, welcome back to another SharpNoise. It's been a while since we've been here. I am your host, Cornell, and I'm joined by the one and only and the general manager Mutiny, GV3. Also joined by the one and only award-winning Matthew Hollis. How has y'all time been off, fellas, and how are you doing currently?
I don't get time off. What you mean?
Yeah, but you've been working getting Mutiny off the ground. Like, how?
That doesn't sound like time off, does it?
Okay,
Yeah,
like,
he's negative.
oh wow, like, I thought we was gonna come in with positive energy. You know, we had a good lunch. You know, now all of a sudden, you know,
It's pop.
okay, he ain't had time off. You know, you're doing a great job though down there with the style of the arena. I love it. Can't wait for you to for the shows to kick off later on this month.
Me too.
Yeah, definitely see how you even managed to even get the position, but I guess that's beside the point.
Wow.
Because I don't kiss ass to certain people. Well, let's go.
Woo. Well, it's like we never.
Stop. Said you are a bona fide kiss ass. You know you.
If I am a kiss ass, then how did I get the job? Because if he had to choose between the three of us, who does the most kissing of that? I'm just saying.
Hold on, why I get involved in y'all conversation?
Yeah, I'm just because I ain't been here a full year yet. I don't already playing GM dude. Y'all still on interviews and commentate. That's all. That's all. That's it.
Lord.
Oh my God,
That show's in trouble.
he's full of himself. Okay, I was on your side, GV. I was happy, proud of you. Now you want to throw shots at my career. I appreciate it. Glad to see you still the same. Hope you hurt your ankle on the way home. With all that being said, we had an explosive week with the return of tempo, toughness. We saw the chain in action. We saw the Royals. Eddie Parker was in action. We saw the return of the Smile. We saw the debut of the Undisputed Empire, who, in my opinion, had the match of the week. With the Black and Legend versus Votto and HDP. It was a bloodbath. We had the ladies getting involved. Hell of a match. We had them debut. We have new tag team champions on Toughness and Day One Glow. So the week has already kicked off. The season has already kicked off well, and we will be seeing our world champion in action this upcoming week. So GV, what was your favorite part of the first week of GWE's return?
I'm gonna have to HDP and Votto were not the same person. That was a lot for me. I really thought that they were the same person for a while.
Wow.
So you were stereotyping it, but it sounded.
No, they just, I mean, maybe a little bit, but they was looking a lot.
Partly so.
Wow. Okay, so we're throwing
So
shots.
you give up the bottle, and now all of a sudden you need glasses.
I wear glasses, sir. Like, just all you guys
Clearly,
do.
your subscription isn't strong enough.
Prescription or prescription? Which one? I don't think you have a
In
subscription.
your case, look.
Okay.
Oh,
How about the wretch has good glasses, man? Don't pay.
Yeah, maybe I should pay for you to get these.
Nah, I'm good on that.
okay. So what was y'all favorite moment of this past week? Yeah, we're gonna have to be cordial. We got to get the fans caught up. Well, Masterpiece is a few weeks away. So what was y'all moment this past week of all the action that happened?
Mr. GM.
Did you call me Mr. GM? That was so great. I like that. I'm gonna be that nice one. I'm gonna say that kind of hurts a little bit, but that United Empire match against the two that look alike, that was probably the greatest match that I saw. The last one. That's
Okay. Matthew, what match caught your eye, or what moment piqued your fancy of this past week?
I would have to say I'm torn between the ladies and the tag team match. Mr. Justice having a kick party.
There's a lot of kicks. He must be doing Pilates now. I wonder. I think maybe we'll have him up here later and figure out what's going on. But with that being said, we know about a few matches that have been announced for Masterpiece coming up. But before we go there, let's speak about promos that have been going on. Let's talk about promo of the week. Promo of the week went to Fenwick Ivar, which was a hell of a promo last week. He's staking his claim. He's telling everybody this is the end. He's on the road to call it a career. I think it'll be very sad to lose someone the likes of Ivar. But he's leaving because he feels he's not appreciated by the fans. I kind of see where he's coming from. I want to hear your take on it, Matthew and GV. What do y'all think about how Fenwick feels about the fans not understanding that he's trying to do the right thing? And let's start with you, Matthew. What do you think about it?
This is simply nothing more than a ruse. Mr. Ivar is not retiring as sources, as he's proclaiming. This is simply another ruse and another chance, or a heads up, if you will, for him just simply taking a different route. Clearly, the redemption tour that he started did not bode well for him. He lost several matches that many expected him to win. And this desire to appease and please the GWE universe is just a simple ruse. He spoke today, basically saying he is GWE. So you're telling me you're going to walk away from the very thing that you identify yourself as? I hardly think so.
Ooh, that's strong words. Strong words. GV, what do you take on Fenwick?
I think he lying too. The man that have more face and heel turns than fucking Big Show. That man needs to just sit down, fuck them fans, and get out there and do what he does. He'll live a longer, happier life. His hair will come back a little bit. Maybe he can, get some of that hair club from there for his beard, and just go do what he do. Because don't nobody honestly believe him.
Wow. Okay.
Right, selling wolf tickets on his retirement.
I don't know. It's a different sound in them, But we'll see. As you know, Solstice is in August. 4 or 5 months away. So we'll see what Fenwick does. It could be the end. It may not be. But I'm here for the journey. Let's just say that I'm here for the journey. Others are not. But I am. But I do have a special guest that we have coming. Not gonna say his name. I just want him to come here. He got words to say. We're all familiar with him. I think you will like this more than we will, Matthew. So he should be coming in just a second. They're getting him mic'd up, getting everything ready. And then it should be a good show. So and he has just entered the building. How you doing, sir? How are you doing this evening? And I would like to introduce y'all to our Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I'm all right. How are you, Cornell?
Oh,
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. GWE is
Mr.
back.
GV3, how you doing?
I'm doing great, good sir. How are you?
I'm great. What's your address? Matter of fact, text me your address so I can send you a bottle.
Got you.
And Maddie, how you been?
You're not sweet to me, sir. We're not your friends.
I was just saying hi. Is Selena around? I want to say hi to her too.
She's around. She's taking notes for the show. You can speak. She can hear you.
Why are we delaying this? Can we get on with it? Why are you here?
Why are you being so disrespectful?
Why are you here, sir?
I'm here to
We
explain.
know you have an announcement. Can you just make it and leave?
Oh,
Okay, Maddie. But yeah, tell Selena I said hi and tell her that Miles said hi. And can he get another book?
she said yes. She will take care of that. But the floor is yours, champ.
Okay, thank you. Good sir. For the longest, I've always went by the name as Skills. That is a nickname. That has never been my real name. That was a name given to me when I used to hoop in summer league. I was always like the big guy, maroonish hair, kind of like now I got maroonish hair still. But after I won the world title at Dishonor, I got a phone call. It was from my mom. She asked me a question. She said, "Why don't you use your real name?" I told her this. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But now I decided that I'm ready. My mom, she didn't really have a father figure. So she had her grandfather and her uncle. Her grandfather was named Jonathan. Wesley, and her uncle was named Charles, and she gave me that name because she wanted me to be a gentleman. And I told my mom this. I may be a gentleman, but I don't think people are going to accept me once they hear that name. So my name is Jonathan Charles. And if people got something to say about it, I don't think you want me to show up at your door. But anyway, the name's Jonathan Charles. That's what I want to be known as from now on. From Mama Charles.
Wow. Oh, okay. Y'all heard it here first. No more skills. But I gotta ask the question. Other than your mom making a change, why now? Why
Well,
why
now?
at this moment?
Well, you know, I just thought about it like when I used to talk to this therapist that she used to ask me the same thing. Why do I wait to say it? Because there's a lot of trauma that went on when I was younger, when people used to make fun of my name for that. Like they'd be like, how you got two first names? And so what I did is I was like, because I was always stronger than everybody, I used to pick them up one hand and slam them face first on the ground. And this caused me a lot of trouble because, well, you can't be violent as a kid like that. So they would put me in therapy. And I would tell her that I kind of don't want to be known as Jonathan Charles. And she said, why? Because every time I say that name, violence happens, trauma happens. And that's why I kept it out of here. But one thing, well, Nancy's a big reason why she got my mom to do that. And so it is what it is.
Well, GV Matthew, our Universal Heavyweight Champion is Jonathan Charles.
I love it. It was a great story.
You know, GV3, you're an amazing person. I don't know why Maddie hates you. I don't understand it.
He needs to let Mabel go get a hug.
You know, I wish there wasn't as much security around me, or else I would get my hug. I feel like the minute I move, I'll get tased.
I don't need nor want a hug from you, of all people, certainly not. And all this talk of, oh, I didn't want to go by this name because drama happens and violence happens. As if your prior name was any different.
I mean, Maddie, you know, I was going to congratulate you on Hollis Halls, but you know, I got questions for you. Number one, why do you keep disrespecting the ladies? Matter of fact, the ladies that I care about. Why? Why do you do that?
So,
No, I want to know that.
I truly have absolutely no.
I mean,
words.
you had all the moment and
Congratulations
day.
on you.
No.
Real name.
You
Thank
went on a.
you
You allowed.
allowed shit.
Oh my goodness. You allowed.
Unless you
Your
want to
best
talk about
friend.
the triple threat match.
I could talk about that in a moment. Hold on. 15 minutes of you and your best friend talking bad about me, and now you quiet as a mouse? What's up with that?
I am far from quiet. I simply have no words for a slack-jawed rapscallion who thinks because he changed his name that means you can erase your history. You can't, sir.
I know I can't erase my history.
Would you prefer to talk about your triple threat match? Anything outside of that, I have nothing to say to you.
You like your house? You like your new house, Maddie?
Okay. Let's let tempers cool off. How are you feeling going into your triple threat match at Masterpiece in the triple main event? Yeah, against Eddie Parker and Vaughn.
You know what I'll say? We all do things differently. Am I ready for the match? Yes. Am I going to say something about it? No, because they're going to do whatever they can to try to defeat me. And I have nothing truly to say, but, you know, for two people, they need gold. How about a participation award for both of them? For always getting a lot of opportunities and failing, especially Edward. Because every time it comes to me versus him during a situation, it always ends with him either losing or not getting in the ring fast enough. But I will say this. Let me say this to Tucker. Don't allow me to become heartless. That's a warning. Make sure he hears that.
Pretty sure he heard it. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, do not allow me to become heartless.
But I want to ask you, this is a two-part question. I just want to ask you before you go, because that is a triple man event. You got another match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Ken Washington versus JJ Justice, and you got Tornado Young versus APH. Which one of them two matches are you most excited to watch? And out of them four competitors, who would you want to get in the ring with?
You know, I've been in the ring with Ken. He's a tough guy. I'll give him that. He showed me something that I didn't know. But I ain't going to talk about that here. APH, he's probably one of my favorite opponents. He brought this out of me. Well, 50% it was him. It's 50% another guy that I squeezed. They hit in until they had to retire. You know, one of these days, I'm going to go against the party guy. One of these days. I would love that. Me versus the party guy. Hell, even me versus Tornado Young. It don't matter in that order. I do want to fight both of them at one point this year. That's what I'll say.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming by as usual. Y'all, this is our GWE Universal Heavyweight Champion. Now, Jonathan Charles. That's what he will be called, and that's what he will be on GWE moving forward. So,
look, Cornell, I got one thing to ask you.
Yes.
Why haven't you come to the paint and sip?
The paint and sip? I don't drink.
You could paint. I don't drink either.
Well, you said paint and sip, so I assume you had to, you know.
No, you could paint. You don't have to sip.
I didn't know. I assumed this is like paint and
Selena
sip.
came, but why didn't you?
Well, you know, things ain't going well with me and her, so, you know.
GV3, I'm going to send you an invite to it. I know you like to sip.
He gonna sip and sip. He gonna sip and sip.
You like that white Henny, right? You like that white Henny, right? Oh, you know what, Cornell? I'll talk to you after the show.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Yeah, I gotta move on. Yeah. Matthew, man, you gotta let the past go. We in a new season. He's telling you the background of his name, what his mama gave him is, even though you may not like him, but it's based off of people he's lost in his life. You gotta have a little bit of sympathy or something in you. Matthew, I'm just saying. That's just what I think. Selena just said the same thing to me.
I'm so glad that you, of all the people, you, the man who clearly still dislikes Tornado Young, wants to talk to me about letting the past be the past and having sympathy with someone. It's all great that he decided to take his birthright and go what? It's not great that he wants to take it as if it changes what he's done. I will not, under any circumstance, play into his little ruse. You two can, but I will not.
Okay, I didn't. Maybe we should have had maybe we should have had Cyrus on here. He's more like you. You want to just move on, GV, because I don't think we can clear the air going on whatever's going on with him.
I'm taking shots. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, I just asked the question. Like, it's okay. We're gonna talk about the 2 out of 3 falls match. Yeah, I got thrown off a little bit. Let's talk about the 2 out of 3 falls match between Andre Graves and Austin Graves. They had a lot of back and forth. Basically, Austin Graves said it was his dream match. To go 1-on-1 with Andre Graves, and it somehow got turned into a title match. I think 2 out of 3 falls is what's needed in this match. You saw Austin Graves go to Andre's gym and basically say, you don't even show up at your gym, and your fans, your students been asking where you went, you haven't shown up. But I got a little video from Dre. I'm going to play it. Then we're going to talk about it and see what's all going on. And then we will get back and discuss these two that's going to go head to head in the ring.
That's the whole story, bro. Like, he's weird. He's trying to be like me. I'm telling you, he's Dre Graves light. But no, bro, let me slide. Yo, take care, man. And let Wesley know I said what's up.
So, Andre, I'm sure you recognize where I am right now because you are part of this place just like I am. This is your home just like it is mine. But the difference between you and me when it comes to this place is the fact that these people, the coaching staff, the students,
Nah, no, you fucking lying. What? No. What is he talking about? What is he on about now? No, yo, production man, turn this up, yo, so I can hear this. What is this man spouting about today? I gotta see this bullshit.
Where is Andre? Why doesn't he come anymore? We miss Andre.
I've never seen these people at all. What the fuck is he talking about?
And unfortunately, Dre, I don't know how to answer their questions.
No, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Hey, production, turn this shit up, please. You done? Bravo. You stood in that room, looked into that camera, and told a whole story about me. Problem is, that story ain't mine. You said this is my home. No, that's yours. You talked about the coaches, the students, the people asking about me. I don't know them. I've never trained them. I've never stood in that room. But you standing there, putting my name on something that doesn't belong to me, tells me everything I need to know. You went to your sensei, Tenzan, and you asked him what to tell them. And he told you to tell the truth. Then you should have listened better, because my truth was built under Kenichi Shibata. Different dojo, different standard, different life. So don't stand there and try to rewrite my foundation to make your story make sense. You said they're heartbroken, that they miss me. They're not missing me. They're missing the version of me you told them about. And that's the problem, Austin. You didn't just study me. You recreated me in places I've never been, around people I've never met. What, just so you can feel closer to something you were never part of? You call that respect. That's not respect. That's that green-eyed monster talking again. That's jealousy that you decided to dress up again like loyalty this time. You said you don't understand why I changed. You're right. You don't. Because the man you're talking about, the one you think you can bring back, that man never lived in your world to begin with. So don't walk into Masterpiece thinking you're saving me. You're not bringing anything out of me. You're getting an ass whooping. You're stepping in there with something you never understood and tried to claim anyway. And that's gonna cost you.
Whoa, it looks like looks like Dre is pissed. Do Do you think Austin Graves has made this up in his mind and trying to paint Andre as a certain version of himself that he never was? Or is Andre in denial on what he really is?
I believe we are dealing with someone who clearly has gone from being a fan, if you will, in Austin Graves to an obsession. I had to take a moment and reflect on some things that Mr. Andre Graves pointed out to me after our interview, and I can see why he would be under the impression that Austin Graves wants to be him. He has a gym. Next thing you know, Austin Graves got a gym. And there are countless other things. I think this went from respect to envy. And we know what happens when a person becomes envious. They tend to want to replace the person that they envy because that envy turns to jealousy.
Wow. GV, what do you think of this situation?
I'm not really. Maybe it's Austin just he feels like that last name should belong to him and nobody else. I don't know. I don't. Oh, this is gonna hurt too. I kind of have to agree with Mr. Hollis over there. I feel like he argued himself into a situation that now he can't get himself out. And no conversation was had, and he was having one with himself, making bad matters worse. That whole argument with himself, and now he's in a situation where he may learn a thing or two.
Yeah,
or he snaps and
that's what like is he playing with a full deck of cards currently, or is he just playing mind games with Andre to kind of push him out of his mental space? Because one thing we know about Andre, when a championship match comes around, he locks in. He likes to get focused. He has a routine. But what happens to him if his routine get broken? We haven't seen it yet. So that could be Austin's plan. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
If Mr. Graves allows Austin to get the better of him in this mental game of chess, then though it pains me to say it, we will see a new European champion leaving Masterpiece. Mr. Graves cannot allow himself to be suckered in, but I do not think this is Austin playing mind games. I believe the man is a few cards short of a full deck.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It could be a game. Could not be a game. Or maybe in Austin's mind, it is his truth. And what happens when someone what can a man do when he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is right? He becomes one of the most dangerous people in the world. Just saying. But moving on to another match I want to speak of, coming up for Masterpiece. We got the I Quit match. We got Marcus Alexander versus Crazy J in the I Quit match. The loser of that match moves to toughness and leaves tempo. You hear the fans say Marcus Alexander came close. He almost won. He almost did this. But when it was all said and done, it was the unkillable Crazy J that came out on top both times to grab the international champion and to retain international champion. Do you all think there is a slight chance that he can even make Crazy J say I quit?
There's always a chance.
Mr. GM.
There is always a chance that he can make it happen, but Crazy J is different. I don't think it's within him to really say that. However, we've seen a lot of weird things happen. And this man is on his last leg, for one. For two, he has nothing to lose, so he's going to be out there throwing everything he got at Crazy J. He might actually make Crazy J say those words. Would I make that bet? About 15% of me, but there is 15%, so it's not 100.
Yeah. Matthew, who you see? Can you see Crazy J saying I quit?
I'm on record saying that I believe that Mr. Alexander has what it takes to beat Mr. J. What Mr. Alexander must do, I heard some words from him earlier, and I think that it is beginning to set in how the severity of this match, because our illustrious GM did just simply make this just another standard championship match. This is an I quit match with the stipulation that the loser must leave Tempo.
Yeah.
And he said it himself. If he loses this match, he goes over to Toughness, seen as a loser. And that will provide a very, very tough hill for him to climb.
Yeah, especially with the champions over there on Toughness, the likes of Calypso, Ken Washington, RJ Luger, just to name a few. To go over there, not saying the champions are any slouch over here on Tempo. So either way, it doesn't matter. But at least if he wins on Tempo, he has gold. You know, but you go to Toughness, you're starting at the bottom of the barrel. And we haven't even named the likes of HDP, who is on the rise on Toughness. So, you know, things will be good. So I know our US champ had a procedure done, but he will be back soon. He will be back in time for Masterpiece. He just messaged me and said he got a few moments to speak to us. So we're just gonna wait for him to get mic'd up, and then we're gonna hear from our current United States champion, undefeated at the moment, RJ Luger. I've been very impressed with him since his run here. Yeah, Selena, calm down back there. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what you were impressed with. Just asking.
You said you weren't gonna talk today.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
What the hell? Like, if she wanted to be on the mic, she should have just sat up here with us. Like, I don't even get it. But yeah, just hey, I would like to introduce y'all the one and only, our current GWE United States champion, RJ Luger. How are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing better, man. I see the dawn, everything's moving well. Everything's moving in a positive direction. Defended the championship, still your United States champion. But celebrated and fucked some stuff up. I'm just gonna be honest. definitely messed up a couple things. Doc said, "Hey, yo, we're not gonna have you go out there half-assed. I'm not allowed to do that. Can't. It's everything that I'm all about." So I had to take some time. Now, with that being said, I see a lot of people active. I see a lot of people talking. I see a lot of people making moves. I see heavyweight champs, universal champions talking and making moves. I love it. I love to see it. You know, it's good to see GWE back on my screen. And I'm pumped up, I'm psyched, and I'm definitely going to be in that ring sooner rather than later, for sure. Now, as for anybody that's coming after this title, actions speak louder than words. So far, I mean, I'll let you guys say, have I been a disappointment when I stepped in that ring at any time?
I say no. I think you've been pretty damn impressive. Me and GV talk about it over drinks at lunch. Pretty damn impressive.
Have I ever had a match that wasn't top tier at all?
No.
No.
I
I've held this title. I've defended this title. That's my first defense. So I want people to understand, if you come after this title, you're just gonna be on a list. Because I'm making a list. You call me fucking Saint Nick. I'm making a list. And you come after this title, I hope you have an understanding of what you're stepping into. I hope you have a clear understanding of who you're going against. Last year, I was untouched. I don't like to toot my own horn. I don't like to pat myself on the back. I don't like to do any of that. I like to go in there and prove my worth, and I've proven my worth time and time again. Ask your champion. He knows that real well. Ask Austin Graves, he knows that really well. Ask him. So, I don't have a date. I don't have a date. I'm not going to sit up here and show my hand. Best to believe when I do step in that ring, it's universal. It's kind of funny I said universal. So I guess I showed my hand there. I guess you guys can see where my head is at, but I'm not going to talk anything about that. And this United States Championship back in rotation, just understand it's staying right where it is, around my waist. There you go. There you have it. Is there any questions?
When you do return, is there anyone in specific you would want to put that title on the line? We got like up and comers like HDP. We got like Sean Graham, just to name a couple. AR Legend. Any one of them you would want to defend the title against, or it just doesn't matter to you?
You know what? Surprised me. You up to management surprised me.
Okay.
Pull anyone. You know, yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and pick who. I'm not gonna pick who. I want management to sit up there and say, hey, we want the best out of RJ. We want the best out of the United States champion. So I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I'm gonna leave it up to management. I'm gonna leave it up to Tugs. Hey, I'm talking to you. It's your move. Whether it's one person, two person, whatever the case may be. This championship doesn't get where it needs to go with me just picking my opponents. That's not how. I'll pick them once in a while, but nah, I'm gonna come back and I want Tugs. I want the board, management, that's whoever wants to pick, whoever you pull out of your ass. Just understand, they're just going to be part of the big list that I'm making. But this title is going to be prestige. You know what? I want to say this. I want to be the longest reigning United States champion in GWE history.
Ooh.
I want to eclipse any and everyone that has held this title. And if I have the opportunity to go after another title, I'll do so too. But this United States Championship, nah. I'm gonna eclipse anyone that's ever even been held. And I'm gonna be the top GWE superstar that has held this United States Championship. When you look at this United States Championship, you're gonna think of RJ. That's it. But I'd love to hear what my good friend, my good friend, has to say. I've defended him I've defended him. I want to hear what he has to say. I'm not even calling him in. He should know who he is. I helped him out, so I expect him to have some questions.
Matthew?
Yeah. I would have
I
hoped that
really
he
have no questions for you, sir. I have no questions.
No questions.
I wish you a speedy recovery. I look forward to seeing you back in that GWE ring. And I look forward to seeing who's going to work up the gumption.
Okay. No
Do you
question.
think I have what it takes to be the best United States champion, Matthew?
Well, you have a pretty big mountain in front of you, as Mr. Justice is the longest reigning United States champion. So you have some pretty big shoes to fill.
You know, it's
That
kind of
doesn't
funny.
mean I don't think that you can do it.
You know, it's kind of funny. JJ, he's tough. He's a tough competitor. The most prominent superstars in GWE. So it's going to be one hell of a time when I surpass him. Yes. No disrespect. G, come on, G, you can say something, man. You there sipping. Come on, say
I
something.
am here. I actually would love to see if you could. I think you could. I think you could be the longest running. It's gonna take some work, as Mr. Howard said, but I think you could do it. That's cool. That's a goal to put on yourself. And I look forward to seeing you doing it.
Question.
Here we have JJ. JJ, how you doing?
What's going on? And I appreciate you for saying those kind words about me. So that's why, if we ever tango in the ring, I'm gonna make sure that my party is something that you will enjoy.
You know what? It'd be one hell of a match. I'll tear the roof off. And I do believe you are a top tier talent. So I would be more than happy to share a ring with you anytime, anywhere. Hey, I'm sure everyone here in this room would love to see that. Would you all you agree?
I would pay big money to see that match.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be family. But check it out though, man. Look, I know I got a lot of business to handle right now, but the only thing I can say to you right now is just, until we meet in that ring, just hold that championship proudly. Wear it in health, because being the longest reigning United States champion in GWE history, that's gonna take a lot. Because I had a lot of bloody days, stressful nights trying to hold that title, and hey, good luck to you, sir. I mean, if there's anyone that can do it, it's you. And truth be told, if there's anyone that do break that record, I hope it's you. So yeah,
No.
those are some kind words for you, Mr. RJ.
Say no more, champ. Say no more. I say that because hey man, you set the blueprint. You set the blueprint. You set a blueprint like that, and you have no reason not to go champ. How many titles you've held here? How many things you've done?
Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I held a decent amount of titles here. But it was all about hard work. That's what I expect for everyone to do around here in GWE. Whether you're in toughness or whether you're on that losing show tempo. I mean, but I ain't gonna bring that up right now. We'll bring that up in power. Especially I don't want to piss off Mr. Charles Jonathan.
This Jonathan Charles. Yeah, let's not do that because I think he's still in the building.
Wait, what did I say? Did I say that right?
It's Jonathan Charles.
But I said that.
Okay, I'm not the wrestler. You do you.
Look. All right, look. Check this out. I ain't mean. I apologize. If I said it wrong. At the end of the day, I just want everybody to, enjoy. You know what? Nah. I can't do that. Mr. Charles Jonathan Charles. Mr. Party Guy here. Wishing you good luck in your match. I hate that I had to, say your name, Mr. Skyscraper, but I kind of find it disrespectful that he wanted to call me Mr. Party Guy when Mr. RJ here, he kind of knows my accolades. I won specific amount of titles here, but I just kind of wish he gave me a bit more respect because, man, I would love to make him a party. I really do. I really, really do. But I mean, but since you want to act like that, then I won't have no problem as long as he's still champion. That I wouldn't mind giving him a super kick party at Power. That's if I can get the job done against the chain. And which, by the way, I kind of thought that I was going to see Mr. Kunta Kinte here, but I guess he just spending time with his great grandchildren.
Okay. All right. Wow. All right. It's
Question.
Okay. Here she go.
Oh, there you go.
There you
I
go.
have a question. Since no one on this team is asking real questions, I figure I'll step in and I'll ask it. Mr. RJ.
Yep.
This year we see a whole new JJ Justice. This is a totally different JJ Justice that I can honestly say I've never seen before. Are you afraid that at some point his party could, I don't know, maybe re-damage what the doctors have already fixed? I was just wondering, are you afraid at all?
I mean, if I was afraid, then I wouldn't have said what I've already said, so I've already answered.
Okay.
Pull anybody out.
No.
I said pull anybody. It could be JJ.
Right.
It could be JJ, right? It could be JJ that's facing you. Management can say, hey, JJ, I'm giving you an opportunity to get that US title. It could be JJ. I said anybody. Anybody at any time. So if I'm going to say anybody at any time, do you really think those are the words of a man that has any fear at all?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I say that because we all know that actions speak a little louder than words. And anybody can say anything. And I don't mean like, not just JJ, but we have the likes of AR Legend, the new Emperor. He also has walked in with a different tone, a different look, a different style, a different beast behind him. So I was just wondering, this year GWE looks a little different. And I was just wondering if RJ is really in the mindset to be able to take on what GWE is offering after an injury.
I'm in the mindset of doing what I do. What I do, the best. That's what I do. That's what I was born for. That's what I trained for. That's what I've lived my whole life. So to say if I'm ready, I was born ready. I'm always ready. I mean, I don't know anything else but being ready. So if there's ever a time that I wasn't ready, I wasn't ready potentially, and I shouldn't be here. That's why you haven't seen me. Like busted a leg. Why? But when I step back in here, I'm gonna be ready. I don't understand. I don't think anyone understands that, but it's all right. Don't understand. Actions do speak louder. So I will commit to the actions of whooping ass, keeping this title for as long as possible, and making this United States Championship reign one of the longest reigns that GWE has ever seen.
One more question. One more question.
Sure,
You've said what holding that title would mean to you. Holding the title as long as you possibly can. Do you think that GWE Universe will care about it as much as you?
You know what? They will. Because when you have someone that holds the title for a long, long period of time, everybody wants to take it off. You become the main attraction. You become the main event. But that title now has meaning, it has backing, it has momentum, unstoppable momentum, unbeatable momentum. So if they don't care, they're blind. I'll just be honest, or they just maybe they're scared.
Well, I guess
Those are my intent.
I asked that question because we've seen many people hold titles here in GWE and they fall off once they hold a title. And I just want to make sure that if you become GWE longest reign holding, I just want to make sure that you won't fall off.
Every dog has their days, but I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm telling you I'm going to be the longest reigning United States champion. Every dog has their day. No title stays on your waist forever. But I will eclipse that reign. No disrespect to JJ, but there are goals that should be accomplished in every man and woman that steps into GWE. If you don't have any goals to accomplish, then you're just wasting time. You're wasting space. You're wasting energy. I don't waste those things. And this is the goal that's going to be accomplished. Bottom line. That's all that needs to be said.
Okay.
You think JJ's here wasting time? You think he's wasting energy? You think any of these champions are going to be wasting time and energy? No. And I am a GWE champion. So there will be no wasting time or energy. I got on this meeting today to say how it's going to be. This title remains around my waist. And it will be through me kicking the living daylights out of anyone on the opposite side. There you have it.
Well, thank you. We do appreciate you, and we hope that you continue to have a speedy recovery.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know what?
That's it, guys.
No,
What's
hold
up,
on,
Jay?
hold on, right there. I got you, Brody. Look, I like everything that you just said right there. You know, me and you had that same mindset when I was holding that United States Championship for a very long time. You know, all it took was one day at a time, then it took 1 week at a time, then it took 1 month at a time. All of a sudden, I became the longest reigning United States champion in GWE history. And and I had to say it, time went by so fast when that happened because my goodness, like it's something special when you hold a title around here in GWE, and just like you said, when you hold it for a very very long time, it's like it makes it so special because not everybody wants it. You know, just like how everybody wants the United States Championship right now. You know, aka the title that you're holding right now. So as much as you got that big target on your back right now. I'm glad you're holding that title. But just know that if push comes to shove and you are close to my title reign, who knows? It might be me to create that party for you. So maybe I could, prevent you from making history. That title meant something to me a lot. And as much as I do want someone to break that record because records are meant to be broke, uh, I love that title just like I love the World Heavyweight Championship that I'm about to take. I can't take Washington. But I mean, look, I love that, by the way.
You know what? You bring up a good point. So how about this, JJ? When that time is going to come around, I want you to be that match that I break the record. I want to face you, JJ. I want to be there for the party. No.
I don't know,
See,
man.
this,
You sure?
I'm damn sure. Because I mean, what's the phrase that's so famous? To be the man, you gotta beat the man. So there you have it. It's
Mr.
laid out
RJ,
for
look.
your face.
Mr. RJ, are you sure you're ready for that party?
I'm always ready, especially for a party.
When that time comes and you do want me to be that opponent, I'll be there.
You have it, folks. And that's how you behave as a real champ. Any more questions, folks?
No, that's it. Appreciate y'all for jumping in.
All right. You guys have a great evening. I'm about to go away and do some PT.
Have a
I
good
gotta
one.
deal with this guy. I gotta make sure all the bones are healed up, right? I gotta go. You guys take these.
That's a lot. But with that being said, we have Tempo tomorrow. We're going to see some great action. We're going to see more members of the Smile in action. We're going to see the season debut of Yushiro Murata. He will be in action, and we're going to see a tag team match. This match going to be interesting, and I want to hear y'all two takes on this tag team match, the main event tag team match. CEO Tug got to have a goddamn sense of humor. He's teaming up Eddie Parker with Austin Graves versus Marcus Alexander and APH in the main event tomorrow night in the tag team match. I just want to hear y'all thoughts on that before we exit out. That should be a hell of a main event, but what do y'all think?
Sound like CEO Tug back on his shenanigans again.
That's what
It really pains me. It's so great to have to agree with you. I'm afraid that is exactly it. Are those two going to actually be able to coexist?
We don't know. We don't know. Well, you know how his mindset goes when getting prepared for Masterpiece. He wants to give the fans something leading up to that. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these matches are gonna be some matches we've never seen before, just to prep everybody what's to come in Masterpiece, because we're getting a lot of good stuff at Masterpiece. Like we said, few matches have been called. I've heard word that Pam Platinum has been called out. Let's see if she's gonna accept. Hey, we don't know how anything's gonna go. I just can't wait for the card to be full and we know what matches we're gonna have. But no matter what y'all say, I know y'all is just as excited for me that Masterpiece is around the corner, and not just can't wait.
Absolutely. So not. I just don't know about that main event tomorrow.
It should be a good one though. It should be a good one though. You know, if Parker and Graves don't get along, they lose. If they work somehow together, that can be an epic match.
Can these two gentlemen actually lock in and focus on the matter at hand, which will be Mr. APH and Mr. Alexander,
Yes.
to save themselves for their matches at Masterpiece?
Hey.
That is the $1,000,000 question. Or will they let their emotion get the better of them?
Either way, we in for a hell of a show tomorrow night. How about this? But y'all, with that being said, as we have it, our first initial Sharp Noise back. I think our next one is the week of Masterpiece, if I'm not mistaken. She's creating, the baby mama's creating the match cards slowly, so they will be created. I will be creating an arena this weekend, so we can put screenshots of that over social media. And this week we will be doing tempo on Wednesday, and we will be doing toughness on Friday because I know it's WrestleMania weekend. So yeah, and the wife want to watch WrestleMania, so I'll be doing toughness on this Friday instead of Saturday. And if you got any type of updates you want to do as far as moves, upload the move set. I'll go in there and download it to your call. But other than that, I think that's all we got. Anything you two brothers got?
Korean character or not?
No, you can jump out, Ken. Ken, you're the same character in and out, bro. Like you literally, you are a diabolical motherfucker. So it doesn't matter.
Fair enough. I'm just excited for the mutiny stuff.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Let me talk about that. For mutiny, I'll probably end up, if we have time this weekend, I'm gonna get with Ken. Me and him gonna go over it. So we can introduce that one. Then we're just gonna hammer down a date and how we're gonna do it. We're trying to eventually, mutiny will be created to be a third brand. It's not gonna be nothing that's gonna go away. It's gonna be really all three shows. Once we finish the storyline up with the chain and everything, Ken will be heavily in the story role. Somebody I can ping ideas off of. So it'll be me and him figuring out how we're gonna do the stories on all three shows and implement the GMs into the three of them. So I think it's gonna be fun. I know me and him talk about it. We laugh about it. I can't wait for him to do the commentating side because I love his commentating on his show. So it'll be fun just to have it over here.
Crash the hell out.
Yes, I 100% do. Not gonna lie, I do. And I can't wait. And we ain't editing nothing. We all live. Nah. But so yeah, that's gonna be exciting. It gives more opportunity for everybody, because I had this thought process when I was thinking of muting. I ran it by Ken and asked him, and he agreed that it's hard to implement new people with the likes of like Double O, Born, Ken, APH, JJ Justice, all of them with their big stories going on. It's kind of hard to implement people into them shows right away. But with Mutiny, we can implement them to build them up so we can have something to talk about to them when they get on Toughness and Tempo. I think that's the way to go. It gives them the opportunity to grow and to see where they could fit in and understand how we do business over here. So that's what I'm excited for. But it is coming soon. It will be by the end of this month. We're still getting it together. We're still getting the roster together. We're going to do 3 or 4 matches on it to start and watch it grow. I'm gonna get with Ken probably later on to think about titles on how we want to do that, if we want to do that. But that's something later on. But just be on the lookout for that. That's all I got. You got anything?
What? You mean as far as announcements go?
Yeah.
No. Not right now.
Okay, she got nothing right now. You got anything, Born? A champion one? I had to do it at least once.
First of all, kudos, man, to Yoshi, Dre, Legend of Dre, Bearded, on the fire promos that y'all dropped today.
Absolutely.
Let's just keep it up, man. I'm just glad we back, you know. GWE is back.
Oh, is Mutiny gonna have its own one Discord channel? Not yet. We're gonna work on that. We got to see how it grow first. If it grows the way we believe it's gonna grow, then eventually, yes, it will have its own channel. But right now, we're not sure just yet.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea once it starts growing.
Yeah.
I understand the question. Yeah, but. And also, I want everybody to please remember that if you are not an active roster member, please stay out of the promo section. I don't want to have to start blocking you guys from out of there because I want people to go in and enjoy the promos. However, if you are not an active roster member, please stay out of the promo section.
So, in other words, you gotta have a thumbs up from myself, Ken, really myself and Ken, because we're handling the roster. The baby mama is moving more just to commentating and the social media side. So once you get a thumb up from me and Ken, then you're good to go. You ain't got to worry about it.
As far as Mutiny go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're not actively on the roster, there's no problem with you going in there and reading, looking, but do not put a promo inside that section if you are not an active roster member. But please and thank you.
She said, please and thank you. That's it. Who's
also, don't forget that Steph has a point system in place. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? For those that are posting in the promo section and being active in like general chat and all that type of stuff, man, you get your points.
Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot. I thank you for bringing that up because I totally forgot. Listen, that promo, the point system that I have in place for you guys is going to can be used for PLEs, can be used for predictions. You can bet them the points only. Let me make that very clear. The points that you have, you can only bet those. So the more you talk in the promo section, the more you talk in the SharpNoise section. General chat, I think you only get like 5 or 10 because you just yapping. But if it's in promos, SharpNoise, what else was it?
Should be them. Them should be the main.
I think it was a third one. But if you're talking in those particular channels, you get between 25 to 50 points. So just make sure that y'all keep that in mind. So that way, when the PLE does come up, and we do put the match cards out, you guys can use your points to bet and do predictions on those matches. So I just want everybody to be aware. Thank you, Born, because I totally forgot. Appreciate it.
No problem.
And at the end of all of this, Born, I need to see you. See me in my personal Discord. Right. Born, after this, see me in my personal Discord, please.
Why he
That's the
walk?
problem.
Why he walk? As he walk out the door, he got something to say. Quick question, Tug. You made the Outsiders? Yes, I did. I have the Outsiders made. I gotta put a couple of cards up for you and Bearded. I already got you and Yoshi. I gotta drop some. So I got y'all. But with that being said, who you want to raid? Anybody to raid? Or are we just closing? Or we just closing?
Let me see. Does anybody have anybody to raid by any chance? We can.
Nobody.
He said, Yoshi, I ain't dead. I'm still here.
I think Ken told us to stay away from that one person.
Yeah.
So
Well, we just gonna call it.
Yeah.
But I will see.
Oh.
You can't
Yeah, I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
But I will see y'all good people tomorrow night for Tempo. Tempo should be fun. And don't forget, this Friday, our GW World Heavyweight Champion, Ken Washington, will be in action. So this should be a good match to see the champ.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe him and his whole ruffians show up together. In fact, I'm gonna change the name on y'all group to Ruffians so y'all come out with that once.
Mhm.
But y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all tomorrow night.
SharpNoise in the zone, yeah, we turn it up loud. From GWE to your speakers, we're making you proud. Selena on the mix, keeping tempo tight. Every Tuesday we shine, yeah, we bring the light. Corner with the fire, holla, start the flow. GV3 drops heat in case you didn't know. Talking title, dreams, flashbacks, and scenes. From the bell to the hype, we break what it means. It's the good, the bad, the wild, unseen. With the pulse of the ring behind every screen. Title holder, stand tall, we rise, we roar. SharpNoise on deck, always bringing more. Sharp noise. Sharp noise.